got done with episode 54.
Boom, 5-0.
Got to talk to Dan Ihara in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yep.
Super cool guy, wicked busy dude. But thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to have a little chit chat with us.
Yeah, it was awesome. This guy, he's a mentor, he's a coach, he's an office leader. He is very knowledgeable, been in the business a long time. Actually, a lot of family ties into his office. He works with his wife. They've been together for 30 years. His son, they just incorporate a lot. They got a lot going on. And I have a lot of respect for what he's doing out there, really helping people leave a legacy and going and having some of those hard conversations that a lot of us just don't like having. I mean, when someone buys a property, he talks about what are you going to do if you pass, and tries to head off, just take on that tough conversation and really help individuals secure their real estate. I mean, he's impressive. I've been trying to connect. He was on a tour running and doing some coaching and some seminars all over the US, and it was cool to sit down because he really is a laid back guy on an island. You could tell when you're talking to him, there's not a lot of rush in his voice. I mean, he has that island tone, and he's just like very calm, cool, collected. And don't let that fool you. They do a lot of business. They have a team of 29.
Yes. 9 virtual assistants.
Yeah, the guy's great. The island is the big island. Kind of interesting to kind of go in depth. We've actually never been to Hawaii. I know you guys leave all the comments and say you guys must be like aliens or whatever. We're working on it. One day we're gonna get there, and we will be connecting with Dan. But the real estate market is pretty interesting there. The schools was like one of the first things he started touching on about the island and how their education system is not the greatest. I mean, people really focus on looking in an area where the upswing is about $400,000 or $500,000 more to be close to a good school. I mean, people are paying $30,000 a year, $25,000 to $30,000 a year for education. So it is a huge thing there. They have one of the lowest tax rates around, 0.228%. I mean, they really paid nothing on tax. $1 million home, you're paying like $2,300 a year in taxes. So with that, they're working on the schools, trying to get it going. Their cops, he had mentioned, is something that they are having a hard time keeping teachers there. People come to the island and leave because they get, miss their family and all kinds of stuff like that. But I mean, Hawaii is Hawaii. People are going to continue to go there nonstop. Huge tourist destination. I mean, hospitality is one of their biggest things there.
They have a few spots that he did mention. The Poke Stop for all your poke needs.
Boom.
And also he mentioned 10th Avenue Grill. He said those are both absolute must-sees. Get in there to get your grub on.
These are the spots that aren't the popular ones that everybody knows about. We wanted to find those little like hole in the walls that you could go check out. And then the other one was Surfing Pig.
And that made it onto my bucket list because they have a smoking bacon infused old fashioned. And while I'm not a huge fan of old fashioned, I mean, who doesn't like bacon anything?
Right, bacon on anything. But no, just a lot of culture. I mean, a lot of outdoor activities in Hawaii. One of their big things that they're really dealing with is traffic. Traffic is the number 2 thing that they talk about if somebody's considering moving to Hawaii. A lot of military out there as well. So their price points are pretty up there. You're looking, low range, $300,000 to $500,000 for a condo, townhome. A lot of your older condo developments that were built years back, I mean, your HOAs could be from $800 to $1,500 a month. Some of the newer buildings that they're doing, you're looking at $5,000 to $6,000. The weather does take a toll on these buildings, especially the old wood ones. I mean, you got termites and weather. Anytime you're close, high humidity, I mean, it does some damage on the wood. But they have all kinds of luxury properties there too. Gated communities. They have a lot of people that do tech and that are working remotely. One of his clients was the guy that did Google Translator. You might have used it once or twice.
It's kind of impressive too.
So, but a lot of these companies are going out, or a lot of individuals are going out there and working remotely from here or from there. I would like to say from here, being in Hawaii, but we live close to the beach too, so it's not too bad. But no, Hawaii, it was awesome. I loved learning all about the market. Their property taxes are great. Their prices are what they are. They are on an island and have limited space. Inventory is pretty low. They got about 3 months of inventory, which is about 5,600 homes on the market in total for Hawaii. So things are moving. Just want to make sure we got everything. The one big thing, Airbnb, they are really cracking down on Airbnb and short-term rentals. So if you're thinking about going over to Hawaii, Oahu in particular, and buying something to rent out Airbnb, you might want to look into some stuff. Not saying that people probably aren't doing it. They are doing it in areas that they're not supposed to all the time. But definitely if you're looking at going out there, take with some caution because they are really cracking down. So with that, Hawaii episode 54, Honolulu, Oahu, go check it out. Dan, he is amazing. He is so full of knowledge, been in the business a very long time. And what he's doing, I think a lot of realtors actually need to take a look at and really have some hard conversations with their clients and talk to them about what will happen if you are to pass. We've been in some deals with really, really tough probates, and I mean, that does nothing to a family but bring a lot of tension. Sometimes they do go smooth, but for the most part. So something to actually think about. If you own real estate, one of the things that Dan had brought up, definitely think about going and looking at a trust and seeing how you're going to structure it with your kids. Even though no one really likes to talk about death, it's inevitable. So with that, take what Dan is doing. He goes around the country touring and teaching people about leaving a legacy, setting up things where in an event, it is your time, your kids aren't going to be fighting, or whoever's getting the property. Structure it up front. So if you own a home, reach out to a real estate professional that you work with, or maybe a trust attorney, see what you could do to do that. Like I said, I think that's something that real estate agents need to do in general, is start educating their people in regards to that. But no, episode 54 with Dan in Honolulu, Hawaii. Check it out. The full podcast is below. All of his info is below. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us or him. Please like what we're doing, subscribe, share us with a friend. We love your support. We appreciate it. Drop a like. Pore Team.